cold as a but summer ain't the winter. Finna, bender, Kona, on a three-wheel motion. I'm headed to the ocean. Caravan full of cars, neighborhood stars. Up the boulevard we go till we can't go.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one team who wants to ground and pound. The Jaguars are top 10 in rushing yards, going up against the Colts front seven that will need to be up to the test.
Well, Larry, with a sight of fans splashing in pools behind the end zone, we can only be in one place. That's Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Here's Corey Grant now to return. Eluding the tackle. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. On first down, Bortles. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson, 78 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Quan Bray now to return this football. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christian Michael. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort. And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics. Here's Luck. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no? I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. A shotgun snap for Luck. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. To return it is Corey Grant. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Design run for their wideout. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now it's Luck. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
A long way to go here for the offense on third down after the penalty. 3rd and 15. Luck now to throw. Flush to his right. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet. Get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Gonna let one fly for run. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Michael.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Luck. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now a first down throw. Luck. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Doyle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a give. It's Michael. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On second down, here's Luck. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And now it's 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Seven yards remain now on 3rd down. Hilton goes in motion right. Off of play action. Luck. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in a sack. Calais Campbell in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here's Chris Ivory with his first carry. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
2nd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Brad Nortman in his 6th year in the league on to punt it away. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. To throw on second down is Locke. Just keeping the play alive. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it here with Michael. Call But no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second down and 4. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Another run. This time it's Ivory. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. From the gun, it's Bortles. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Bortles. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down, here's Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Jonathan Bostic coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. To throw is Bortles. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
That's to his running back, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. They go back to the ground attack here. It's Ivory. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Bortles Eagles again here on 2nd and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Bortles on the hook up to Hearns for the Jaguar first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll try to power it home with a fullback Bohannon. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Play clock winding down. On the ground, Ivory. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. This one through, and that will knot us up at 10. I feel like we just ran a marathon. That was a long drive. They probably wanted 6 if they're going to go that many plays.
And there were no checkpoints, no watering stations, nothing like that, right? Terrific job by the offense, because not only did they possess the ball for that long, they wore down the defense. That could pay dividends later.
Fielded about a yard deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle, coverage starting at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we'll put a bow on Week 13 with an AFC North matchup between the Steelers and the Bengals from Cincinnati.
A hard-hitting battle right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. In motion left goes Moncrief. Here's Luck now on second down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Malik Jackson in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Luck. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Bortles now on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Corey Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. On 1st and 10, Locke. And he's got his man on the out route. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On 1st down, Locke. And his throw is incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 2nd and 10, Locke. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Marcel Darius in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Here's Locke. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Trying for his tight end, Rivera, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
On 1st down, it's Locke. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Now Luck says, let's get going as he'll hustle him to the line. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Vinatieri's kick is good. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south to Orlando, let's check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start. Quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Daniels that time, and that'll bring up second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he motions the wide receiver. Throwing on third down. Luck. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Posluszny. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
That happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Shift together here from the D-line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now a handoff looking right. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Black 58. Right. Here we go now. Green 39. Green.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jabal Sheard in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the third quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And, yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
And the Colts coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They go to Michael again. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
As a general rule, when you take a deep shot downfield, it's usually a timing pattern. Quarterback in the pocket and looking to hit his receiver downfield. But when he has to move outside of it, timing often gets thrown off. And on that play, that caused the incompletion.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Got it left. Got it left. Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Throwing now is Bortles. Lee's got it over the middle. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Over the middle, complete. It's Lee. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st down, this is Ivory. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Carry number 10 now for Ivory. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Into the red zone. It's Bortles. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it. Target the whole way, but the upright said,
Play action. It's locked. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A give to Jones. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Second down. Here's Locke. Looking deep for Hilton. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Vinatieri now for the point after. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They give it to Ivory. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. And on 2nd and 10 now. Throwing is Bortles. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
On third down, it's Grant. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Brad Nortman now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Able to evade the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside the 5. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Second down following the run. Shift together here from the D-line. To throw on second down is Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted first and goal at the 5-yard line. Yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. They come out here in the I. They'll try to run with Ivory. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Yards still to go here on second and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Ivory, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. Out of the gun, Locke. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a first down throw, Locke. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
A shotgun snap for Love. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll fake it. Now Love. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one goes for 36 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Here's Mack. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
And now it's second and goal. They'll run it with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This fielded at the 2. And now running right through it. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business. And reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They start on the ground with Ivory. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Here we go.
Bortles finding some room at midfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Rivera. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. The play clock's running down. Here's Bortles to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Following the flag, 1st and 20 now. To throw is Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Now Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Rivera. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Jaguars on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. They run with their short yardage man, Ivory. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And as the 4th quarter winds down here, we're all even.
And no one wants this game to extend. They want to go ahead and win it right now.
And the busy afternoon continues for Ivory. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Third down, here's Ivory. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. He's hit 2. He's missed 1. This for the win. And his kick here is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Jacksonville, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7.